Hey guys, it's Jesse here, back with another episode of Bold Predictions, and this is the season finale. The Super Bowl, Patriots versus Seahawks at Levi Stadium, Super Bowl 60. It all comes down to this, and let's recap my previous predictions and look at the ones I got right here. A recap of the championship: I got the Patriots Broncos wrong, obviously, because the Patriots ended up winning that game 10-7. And then I also got this championship game wrong, where I predicted the Rams to win, and the Seahawks obviously came out on top. And if we flip it over, we got the Super Bowl. Obviously, I was wrong about my Super Bowl prediction of the Bills 49ers, the 2-6 seeds. But here is my prediction here. You got the Patriots Seahawks 27-31. Seahawks pull off the dub. Super Bowl MVP ends up being Sam Darnold, 28 of 39, 352 yards, 3 tuds, no INTs. JSN gets 10 receptions, 159 yards, and a touchdown as the leading receiver of the game. K9 gets 17 carries, 72 yards, and a tud. But I think that Travion Henderson or Ramondre Stevenson will probably have more yards than K9, probably around like 85. Now, a huge reason on why the Seahawks are going to win this game is just due to their D-line dominance throughout the season. As we've seen, they've had a pretty stellar defense throughout the season, but DeMarcus Lawrence and Leonard Williams and Byron Murphy and Boye Mafe are just been, getting after the quarterback. And Reek Woolen, Devon Witherspoon, Nick Emenwari, Julian Love, that is a great secondary to have. And I think that is just what is going to, put pressure on Drake May. Sam Darnold, over the past 2 seasons, has been put under a lot of pressure, and he's really dealt with it well. And this is like Drake May's most pressure scenario, obviously. You could tell in the Texans game and in the Chargers game and in the Broncos game all throughout the playoffs that he hasn't been doing great. He's been taking like 5 sacks every single game, and he's had some turnovers, but he's been relatively clean, but he's not been amazing. Like, he has a few balls that are like, nice, what a ball. Like that one against Mac Hollins. That was 2 Mac Hollins on the flea flicker. That was such a great ball. The one to Hunter Henry in the Chargers game that led to the only touchdown. That was a great ball. But you haven't seen it nearly as much in this playoff stretch. So maybe he can get back to that, but I think that is going to be the flaw in their game. And I think that also the Seahawks defensive front is going to be able to neutralize the Patriots run game. Make sure Travion Henderson does not break out into a large run. Same thing with Ramondre Stevenson. And sure tackling as well. The linebackers for the Seahawks aren't the greatest, but Ernest Jones is a stellar player. He will be lined up against Hunter Henry, and I think Ernest Jones will probably win that matchup. And then the offensive side of the ball for the Seahawks, Sam Darnold has been cooking all season, and even though he has had a lot of turnovers throughout the season, I think he's definitely just going to dial it in for this game because it's the Super Bowl. And without Zach Charbonnet, I think the Seahawks offense is going to be hindered a little bit, but still they'll be able to put up 31 against a stellar defense in the Patriots. The one thing that the Seahawks have to do is make sure Milton Williams and Clavon Chason do not get after the quarterback. Also, Harold Landry will most likely return, and Robert Spillane is trying to play this game. Robert Spillane has been a phenomenal piece, a phenomenal addition to the Patriots defense throughout the entire season. And when he's off the field, you can tell. Jack Gibbons is a pretty solid replacement, but he is not nearly as electric and not nearly as instinctive as Robert Spillane. Spillane is one of the top-tier linebackers in the NFL, and it is just shown even more now that he went from a bad Raiders defense to a good Patriots defense. And JSN is definitely going to have a rough battle against Christian Gonzalez, but whenever they aren't playing man, I think that is when Sam Darnold will get it to JSN the most. But, clean football. I don't think there's going to be too many turnovers. I don't think there's going to be too many punts. I see this being a pretty good Super Bowl. I think, obviously, it's a rematch of a Super Bowl a while ago, where Russ decided to throw the ball instead of giving it to beast mode, which obviously was a bad decision. But I just think the Seahawks are going to get redemption here. Mike versus Mike. The MacDonald is going to win. And then right after this game, the offensive coordinator of the Seahawks is going to be a Raiders coach. That's my prediction as well. And, there's really not much else to look at. But next season will be Super Bowl 61, which is crazy. But, yeah. This will be a good Super Bowl. I think it will be. I just really don't want the Patriots to win. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave your bold predictions in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.